Okay, so for this next problem, we have three possible equations we can use. So we need to sort out which equation we use. We also need to determine if we need to make this step and convert to kelvins. Okay, so we have 45 moles, and remember, moles is the value that we measure number of particles with, so I'm just going to label that with an N. Number of moles of nitrogen gas inside a rigid metal container at 20 degrees Celsius with a pressure of 3 atm. What will the pressure be if an additional 15 moles are added? Okay, so you'll notice that we have a rigid metal container, so that means that our our volume is constant. We also have one temperature value, but we have no mention of change of temperature. So I'm just going to go ahead and cross that out because that also is going to be constant here. Just because you have something mentioned does not mean that it matters with the overall question here. Okay, so we have number of particles and we have pressure. So looking at our equations, we're going to use this one because this is the only one that has number of particles and pressure. So I can go ahead and list out all of my variables over to the side. Okay, so for N1, we have 45 moles of nitrogen. MOL is just an abbreviation for moles. So moles equals MOL. That's like the shortened version of it. If you just put an M is for meters, not mole. Okay, so make sure that if you are abbreviating that, you're using the correct abbreviation. So pressure 1 is 3 atmospheres. For the number of moles for moles 2, you have 15 additional moles, not 15 moles. So 45 plus 15 is 60. And we do not know what pressure is. Okay, so just going to write out my formula. P1 over N1 equals P2 over N2. I'm solving for P2. Just like before, I'm just going to follow the cross multiplying and then solving for all of these. Okay, so we want to get P2 on its own, so we divide each side by N1. So P2 is equal to P1, N2 divided by N1. So 3 atmospheres times 60 moles of nitrogen divided by 45 moles of nitrogen. Moles of nitrogen cancels out. 3 times 60, we end up getting 180, and then we divide that by 45 to get 4 atmospheres.